What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the show. So today we're going to take a look and a listen to Senator Bill Cassidy. He's going to be talking about Social Security reform and his plan. Now, he hasn't really put anything forward yet. We're just hearing a lot of talk. There's a nonpartisan group of senators that are talking about a Social Security reform bill. And in this bill, he's mentioned in the past that this bill could have increases in it. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to show you this clip, and then we'll talk about kind of how he wants to move forward when it comes to Social Security reform. So that's what we're going to focus on in this video. But first off, you guys can do me a favor. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell notification, and then click all. By clicking all, you'll get notified anytime we post a video. We do daily videos here, so by clicking the bell notification, clicking all, you should be getting updated every day. And just a reminder, if you're not getting notifications, let me know in the comments below, and also follow me on Twitter at the TEC Show Live. And one more thing, make sure you watch the video all the way to the end. At the very end, I'm going to give him a letter grade. So Senator Cassidy, I'll give him a letter grade, and I want to know what you think as far as a letter grade. So I want you to post that in the comments below. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. This is a nightly news program that's talking about Senator Cassidy. So let's go ahead and start it. Here we go.
Meantime, the Fiscal Responsibility Act, now before Congress, does not include any cuts to Social Security. But if lawmakers do not do something soon, Social Security benefits would be automatically cut by 24% in about 10 years. One Louisiana senator is making it his goal to save it before it's too late. Capitol Hill correspondent Eric Rosales joins us now with the latest. Eric.
Well, good evening, Tracy. You know, Senator Bill Cassidy is a medical doctor, but worries that seniors could be left out in the cold when Social Security cuts are made. Let's face it, we could all be affected by this. Almost every American age 65 or higher receives some sort of Social Security benefits. Now, Senator Cassidy's plan is to have an independently run investment fund.
We take $1.5 trillion and we put it into the economy, and we allow that to grow, whether it's the stock market or real estate or you name it. And just like a teacher's pension fund, you put the money there, you allow it to grow over time, and that helps bail out Social Security.
He's even taking his message to the streets of Washington, D.C. with a video he named Bill on the Hill.
What would you think about a plan like that?
Well, that'd be a great idea.
Oh, I have the goosebumps.
Like, why not?
Why not?
It makes sense, doesn't it? It's probably what your private pension fund does.
I like that idea.
Republican Senator Kevin Cramer backs Senator Cassidy's efforts. He tells me doing nothing is not the answer.
I applaud him for it, quite honestly, and we need to do something. This idea that we can just keep lying to seniors and say, don't worry, if we do nothing, you're going to be fine. The reality is Social Security Trust Fund is going to be insolvent within about less than a decade.
And how does his plan pay for it? Senator Cassidy tells me it starts with presidential leadership to identify funding options.
We can borrow the money, we can raise the taxes, we can cut spending elsewhere, we can somehow sell off governmental assets to put the dollars in there.
Democrats are touting their own efforts called the Social Security 2100 Act.
Democrats are here not just to protect and preserve Social Security from cuts, but to expand it. Our bill will provide across-the-board increases for all recipients of Social Security. Our bill ensures that no senior can retire into poverty.
The Democrats' plan does offer a 2% increase in Social Security benefits. Now, its pay-fors include taxing those incomes of $400,000 or more and closing tax loopholes for the rich. Lawmakers say that Social Security reform is on their radar. But on a side note, we do want to also let you know that Republican Congressman Chris Stewart of Utah does plan to resign this year due to some health concerns with his wife, now dropping the majority of Republicans to only 8 seats once that is done. I'll keep you updated. At the Capitol, Eric Rosales, EWTN News Nightly.
Okay, so that was Senator Cassidy talking about his plan. Now, he hasn't put anything to paper yet, so this is still in the early stages of some type of a reform for Social Security. But he just said there $1.5 trillion is what they'll need to invest. And so where are they going to get that money from? He said we could tax people more. We could borrow the money. We could have a government sell-off. We could do all these different things in order to get $1.5 trillion, which is a lot of money for investments. Now, he was talking about different pension programs like the teacher's pension program where they're investing money. But the only difference is they're not borrowing money to invest it. This money is coming from the people who are currently working. And so if you start a pension like that, it's understandable that you can take some of that money and invest it. But if you already have a system that's running, and what you want to do now is you want to borrow money to invest money. So you're going to borrow from the American people, because that's what would have to happen to invest money, or raise taxes to invest money. That's pretty dangerous, because if the stock market crashes, now you're looking at a situation where you borrowed money and now you can't pay that money back. And so what are you going to do? You need to borrow more money. Or if you tax people and you invest that money and the stock market crashes, then you're going to need to tax people even more to get more money in order to keep Social Security solvent. So it just, the whole investment thing is very, very risky. And so that's why, in my opinion, right now, this is not something that I think we should be eagerly awaiting. I think this is something that we need to kind of take a step back, and we're talking about investing money and things like that. How are you going to get the money? And he's already indicated there's no good solution to bringing that 1.5 trillion in. You're going to have to borrow it. And if you're going to have to borrow it, and if you lose it, we're not going to be in a good situation. Okay, so now we're going to get to the point where I grade this politician when it comes to Social Security and what he wants to do with Social Security. So just due to the fact that he is trying to get something together when it comes to Social Security reform, he's at least addressing that there is a problem, as well as he wants a nonpartisan group of senators to come up with this plan. I would give him a C. Now, when it comes to the investing, I think that's very risky. I think it's very dangerous. And so they're going to have to, and we don't have a complete proposal yet. So once we get a complete proposal, then we'll know exactly the risk that they want to take when it comes to investing. But right now, just looking at it, the fact that he has brought something forward, the fact that he wants this group of nonpartisan senators to create something, I think is a good thing, because we have to face reality. In less than 10 years, we're looking at a situation where the trust funds will run out of money. And what are we going to do then? And the fact that you have a politician that's at least coming out right now and saying, hey, this is something we need to address right now and not wait, I think is at least commendable. So I'll give him a C. And so now I'm going to pass it off to you. In the comments below, let me know what letter grade you think Senator Cassidy should get when it comes to Social Security. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below as well. Like the video, subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one.